All right, 8035's lineup for next year's music festival is out. The War on Drugs and hey, Big Boy will headline. So Sudan Archives, Deerhoof, Cautious Clay, and Blue Tiger will also perform. Part of the nearly 24 acts set right now to take the stage. The festival runs July 7th and 8th in Des Moines' Western Gateway Park. And so joining us now is the festival's director, Mickey Davis. He's also the executive director of the Des Moines Music Coalition. So Mickey, thank you so much for joining us this morning. You guys just announced a little more than an hour ago. How do you feel?
Feels great. You know, we've been working on this for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, you start having conversations about what bands to bring in even before the previous year's festival. So to get it out there feels good, and feels like we're kind of on to the next step of spreading the word and letting folks know about what we have planned for next year.
Yeah, always lots of excitement around the festival. I know here in our studios we were very anxious to get it out there as well. But you all have some big names coming. What is that process like to just reach out to these artists and to entice them to come to Des Moines?
Yeah, you know, we think a lot about who to book on our festival. The festival is part of the nonprofit Des Moines Music Coalition, and it's really important to us to make sure that our community sees themselves represented on stage. So we think about genre diversity, we think about demographic diversity, and then we think a lot about just who puts on a great show, and you know, who we think will just make a really fun festival next summer. So from there, we reach out to agents and see who's available, who's putting out new music, and pull a lineup together from that.
I know for me personally, I'm very excited. You guys got Big Boy. I'm a big hip hop fan. And so you're able to get someone like that here to Des Moines. What do you think that says about Des Moines and the music scene here and the consumers of music here?
Yeah, you know, 8035 started in 2008, and the whole joke of the festival was in the name that like bands are always on I-80 or on I-35 but never stopping here. You know, we've had Wu-Tang Clan, we've had Nas, we've had Public Enemy. Like we have shown that people will turn out for hip hop, they'll turn out for rock, they'll turn out for all sorts of genre. And to have someone like Big Boy, you know, who kind of made his name as part of Outkast and has had his own solo career, it's just a great opportunity for us to bring him to Des Moines.
And you mentioned genre diversity. Why is that so important when you all look at who to book for the festival?
Well, you know, there's a lot of other festivals that exist in Des Moines and in Iowa and in the Midwest, and we think we want to do something differently and make sure that, you know, our community sees themselves on that stage and feels like there's something for everyone at this festival.
Yeah. And a family-friendly festival.
That's right. Yeah, we have a kids zone. We have a lot of you know, interactive activities and scavenger hunts throughout the day. And you know, I think one really cool thing about this festival is any proceeds that we make from the festival go right back into helping support some free youth music programs that we run throughout Des Moines.
Yeah, that is very cool. So talk more about like just some of the logistics. When do tickets go on sale? Where can people find information and just study up on some of these artists?
Yeah, so you can find all the information on our website, 80-35.com. Tickets are on sale now.
Oh, wow.
They're in a tier system, so we encourage you to buy early to get kind of the best deal. But we have a number of free stages at the festival as well. So more than anything, whether you're buying a ticket or merch or a drink at the festival, you know, we hope people just come out for some great music for a great cause.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming by. We are all so excited to just kind of keep up until July. So thank you.
Yes.